the White House official homepage.
Tony and I had to make sure this was legit. We thought this can't be right. This message came from Keith. He says, "Howdy, Mark and Kim. Wondering if you've seen or caught wind of this. Looks like Stephen Miller's work on the official White House page. Scroll down to major events timeline and start swiping left to move the history sections. Unbelievable."
Yeah, what really follows, and for those just listening, we'll try to describe it. What follows is kind of a trolling. I mean, isn't
On the
you
official
get
White House page, yeah.
yeah, how would you describe it? Go ahead.
Uh, I would describe it as some very revisionist history where they pick and choose some things that are very inflammatory. They talk about how President Biden and former Vice President Harris had Trans Day at the White House. They have a picture of the Muslim Brotherhood visit. They have Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton's scandal up there. This is the White House website of the major events happening at the White House. They have, oh, there's the one, cocaine discovered at the White House. Remember that? And they insinuate on the White House website that it was belonging to Hunter Biden. And they have a picture of Hunter Biden all sacked out in the bathtub. There's President Biden with a trans person at the White House, the trans day of visibility. I mean, it's just an excuse to have a hit piece for all the people they didn't like and all the things they thought went wrong on the White House website. I mean, this should be a historical page full of, here in 1902, we updated this, the Resolute desk and the history of that. It should be like an official history of the United States. It should not be, you know,
Yeah, they start that way. Addition
yeah.
of North Portico,
Mhm.
all of this rebuilding after the War of 1812. But then, as Kim says, they get into, scandal at the White House, Muslim Brotherhood visit with Obama. It's the cocaine discovered. It's really,
Mhm.
it's offensive. I can't believe it's on the White. But this is really what we've seen happen at the White House. There's been a degrading of everything. There's been a degrading of those who work in this administration. And I'm not a fan, as you know, of many of the choices, or at least a handful of the choices from the last administration, the Biden administration. But again, I think this crew is so completely filled with loyalists and those who will say anything and do anything to please this president that we live in an autocratic nightmare that is only getting worse. Yeah, that White House really reflects where we are. So, I mean, the White House website, this is an august institution, supposedly, and it's really been degraded, as I say. So, I mean, every opportunity offered to troll Democrats and the last administration, every opportunity is taken. The East Wing demolition. Again, Donald Trump having promised he's going to build this magnificent 90,000 square foot ballroom, and he's not going to touch the original structure, the White House. Well, he didn't touch it, but a bunch of other construction people came through and they demolished the East Wing of the White House. And now they have closed the ellipse. Washingtonians, I grew up in Washington. I know there's some Washingtonians watching. You know what I'm talking about. Those who maybe haven't been to Washington, or it doesn't mean anything to you, the ellipse, and then there's no reason it would. I mean, they just have all these names for crap in Washington. So the ellipse is this kind of open field from which you can view the White House, and you have a certain perspective of things in Washington. But by closing it, which they have done, you were unable to see the East Wing construction, apparently, is the idea. So they've closed the ellipse, and there has been an edict to not show any pictures on social media or anywhere else if your office overlooks any of the construction, if you can see any of the construction from anywhere. So,
Which is silly because there's satellite pictures of it. And there it is. You can see they've already torn down the East Wing. It's gone.
There's satellite pictures of it, but I have to say, when you see it in some of those close-up shots, you know, the ones that were circulating yesterday and the day before, it is pretty. It's more intense. Yeah, there you go. There's an example. I mean, it's really intense. So, you know, promises made, promises kept. He promised he wouldn't touch it, and oh well. I think there's a pay-to-play aspect of this that's all associated with the ballroom being paid by Palantir, Google, all of the big tech players. And there's a quid pro quo there, right? I mean, you know, you don't throw $25 million into a project that the president cares a lot about without expecting that the president will look upon you and projects that you have favorably. And so, after decades of disappointment, D.C. tourists no longer have to ask, why is there no giant gaudy ballroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what people were clamoring for many, many years, right? Very good point.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell, you'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.